hurt right now.
At the fourth.
Moving a lot
Now,
slower.
here's MP.
Ooh.
Following the miss by DeAndre Jordan. A nice shot.
He is more than capable from three.
Well, Richard, you had an interesting view of the start of the Warriors dynasty.
Yeah, I was very, very blessed to be a part of that Steph, Clay, and Draymond's first playoff run back in 2013. Matter of fact, start the game with 4 straight misses. Look, that's not as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
And that one's good. MP.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
Now here's...
Over the last month, he has been spectacular. And he's in the top 5. And he's in the top 5 in assists per game as well. He sees the floor and makes the game easier for his teammates.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Kristaps Porzingis.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there.
Shooting foul, bro. You just gave him fucking a couple free points.
Game, GA, what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness. Able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
No question, Jordan Poole is a true offensive weapon. His next shot never seems far off, and even tough looks can go his way.
Now, here's MP. 8 points for him, and that one drops for him.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Poole outside, and Pierce has it in the corner. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Warriors leading by 9. Pass to Santos. Now Curry. MP deciding where to go with it. It doesn't go for him.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
They get it back. Short, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Some changes for New Orleans. Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Jordan Poole. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Fears. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Nuggets was lights out. He dropped 35 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste. See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And Williamson throws it down.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Sion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Gets it to go. That one good from Melton.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pelicans trail by 5. For 3, Murray. Jones kicks to Williamson. 6 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And it's Jones, that time on the assist by Williamson. And so it's MP making things happen for the Golden State Warriors. For the Warriors, Al Horford. He's checked in for Draymond Green. Curry comes in for Melton. And MP subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. And here's MP for 3. Nisi grabs the rebound. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Horford is out there with Moses Moody. Then it's MP. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
MP outside. No good again that time.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
And it's Williamson missing. Warriors leading by 6. Kicks it out to MP. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. Curry passes to MP. And the Warriors miss again.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. So great talking about Jeremiah.
Bro, you
Pierce
fucking
for a
idiot.
second
Cut to the
here.
basket,
He and
you
his
fucking
brother,
retard.
Jeremy Jr. Playing out with
Jeez.
basketball at the same time during the 24-25 season.
Clearly, this sport runs in their family. Jeremiah's fearlessness and competitive spirit have made him an enticing prospect, and I'm sure the test he owes that, at least partially, to Jeremy.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
Outside Curry. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pelicans trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
MP outside. Pass to Porzingis. Back to MP. Can't cash in from close range. And the Pelicans with possession here. Porzingis with the block.
The ridiculous reach of Porzingis. There is no way he was letting that through.
MP finds Porzingis.
Jump ball,
Now,
nigga.
here's Moody.
Oh, fuck.
Golden State moving the ball around. And here's MP for 3. Drills
Yo,
the
face,
three-pointer.
nigga.
And now it's a 12-point Warrior lead.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Horford. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Poole.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down. Changing focus now to that first half, a brutal game so far for the Pelicans.
Well, let's be honest. They haven't taken this game seriously, and the score just reflects it.
Yeah, shooting below 30% from 3.
30?
The joke. Yeah, that's what I said. The joke is definitely on them thus far.
Jeez.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. MP really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. You've got Sadiq Bey. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Fears. And it's Poole in at the shooting guard. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, guys. The Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy and that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Back over to you, Kevin.
They're clearly all in. Allie, we thank you very much.
3 for 3. And that's always a good way to start the second half.
And so Steve Kerr tries to call a timeout. He's going to take back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Look, forget those long